I did my first YouTube video recently on Robert the Bruce and the Spider. This time I thought I would try and talk about the demise of Alexander III. So here we go. This is the Alexander III monument on the road between Burnt Island and Kinghorn, which is on the north shore of the River Forth. Big Alex's reign saw a few changes for Scotland, but unfortunately, and for him certainly, he's quite famous for dying. Following the death of his first wife and all three of his children, Alex had an heir problem. That's not the same hair problem I have. His second wife was one Yolanda of Drew. I apologise for the pronunciation there. And on the night before her birthday in March 1286, the great King A was at Edinburgh Castle, but he wanted to head across the Forth to Kinghorn in Fife to see her. Possibly an appropriate name for a town in this instance. Here are a few videos of the south coast of the River Forth from the north shore, starting at Edinburgh and heading along to South Queen's Ferry and the Forth Bridges. Before he left, his weathermen broke out ye olde map and warned Alexander that a warm front was meeting a cold front. Storm Edward was heading in. If you know about Scottish history, you will understand that very weak joke. Regardless of the weather, he headed to Dalmeny and crossed the river to Inverkeithing. Despite repeated warnings, he wanted to keep going. Sounds like those people who decide that it's a good idea to go mountain climbing in Crocs. Alexander became separated from his party though, and he was found dead with a broken neck on the shore the following morning. As Queen would say, a good few years later, another one bites the dust. Alexander left no surviving children, and so the crown fell to the heir he had previously nominated, his 3-year-old granddaughter Margaret, the Maid of Norway. Unfortunately, Margaret died on her way to Scotland in 1290. Alexander's death led to the various shenanigans with Edward I of England and the Wars of Independence, which we'll talk about on later videos, no doubt. So this is the route Alexander would have taken from Edinburgh across the river to the north shore and over towards Burnt Island. The landscape's changed a lot, of course, over the centuries, but this is how the Alexandrian monument looks from the beach. And here is a model of the Alexander III monument, which I could build with the Lego I had at hand, and a dramatic pose of Alexander falling off a cliff. And to finish off, here is a picture of my dog Bear enjoying Sticky McStickface. Thanks for sticking around, everyone.